My friend, let's take a moment before we begin. I want you to take a slow, deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs, and then gently let it out. Life, in its simplest form, is made of moments like this, a breath in, a breath out. Now picture something with me. Imagine you are holding a delicate hourglass in your hands. You can see the golden sand slowly falling from the top into the bottom. Time, gently passing. You can't turn it upside down, but this is important because you can slow the flow. You can make those grains last longer and even make each one more beautiful. Today, we're going to talk about something truly precious, daily habits that can add 10 more healthy years to your life. Not just years on a calendar, but years you can actually enjoy. Years where you feel steady on your feet, years where your mind stays sharp, years filled with laughter, conversation, and quiet contentment. You might be wondering, is that really possible? 10 extra years? The answer, my friend, is yes. Many of the world's longest living people don't follow complicated diets or extreme workouts. They simply do small, consistent things each day that you and I can start right now. So, let's walk through them together, slowly, like we're strolling down a sunny path, pausing to notice the flowers along the way. Let's start with one of the simplest but most powerful habits, moving your body every day. When you hear the word exercise, it might bring to mind sweating in a gym or lifting heavy weights. But for you and me, movement doesn't have to mean anything so intense. In fact, the most beneficial movements for seniors are often the gentle ones. Walking. Stretching. Light gardening. Dancing slowly to your favorite music in the living room. I once met a man named Ramesh while walking in a small park. He was 84 years old, wearing a cap tilted slightly to the side, and walking at a slow but steady pace. I asked him, "What keeps you walking every day?" He smiled and said, "Every step I take is a little reminder that I'm still here, and I plan to be here tomorrow too." Science agrees with Ramesh. Even 20 to 30 minutes of light movement daily helps keep your heart strong, lowers blood pressure, strengthens bones, and improves balance. It can reduce the risk of falls, which is one of the greatest threats to senior independence. And here's the thing, you don't have to do it all at once. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 in the evening, it all adds up. If the weather isn't good, walk inside your home. March gently in place while watching your favorite TV program. The important thing is to keep the gears of your body turning. Of course, what we put into our bodies matters just as much as how we move them. Let's talk about nourishment. Food is more than just something to fill our stomachs. Every bite is a little message to your body. Fresh fruits and vegetables say, "Here's a gift for your cells." Whole grains say, "Let's keep your energy steady." Healthy fats from nuts and olive oil whisper, "I'm here to protect your heart." You might have heard of the Mediterranean diet, plenty of vegetables, beans, fruits, olive oil, fish, and very little processed food. Many of the world's longest living communities eat this way. But you don't need to follow a strict plan. Just think of adding more of what's good, and less of what harms. I once met a grandmother in Italy who was 92 years old. She told me her secret was, a little olive oil, a lot of vegetables, and never eating until you're stuffed. She would eat slowly, talking with her family between bites. That slow pace gave her body time to realize it was satisfied before overeating. And yes, life is to be enjoyed, so a slice of cake now and then is fine. The trick is making the everyday meals full of life-giving foods, so the occasional treat is just that. Now, my friend, there's another habit many people forget, but it is just as important as food or exercise. It's staying connected with others. Loneliness is more dangerous than most people realize. Research shows that chronic loneliness can raise your risk of heart problems, memory loss, and even shorten your life. Humans are social creatures. We need conversation, touch, and laughter. I remember visiting a small village where, every evening, the elders gathered under a huge banyan tree. They would talk, laugh, sing old songs, and sometimes argue but always with love. Many of them were over 80, even 90. One woman told me, "These evenings are my medicine. I come for the laughter, but I stay for the love." You don't need a crowd, just a few good connections. Call a friend once a week. Join a local club, a walking group, or even a book circle. And if you can't get out, invite someone over for tea. Sometimes, a single good conversation can brighten not just your day, but your health. Here's another habit that adds years keeping your mind active. Your brain is like a garden. If you don't plant new seeds, weeds can take over. But if you water it with curiosity, it can stay vibrant for decades. Read. Learn. Ask questions. Play chess, do puzzles, learn a few words of a new language, or take up painting. I met a man named Farouk, who, at 78, learned to play the piano. At first, his fingers were stiff, but over time they loosened. He said learning music gave him a reason to wake up each morning. "My hands aren't as fast as they were at 20, he said, "but my mind dances every time I play." Keeping your brain active lowers the risk of memory loss and makes life more enjoyable. It turns each day into an adventure rather than just a routine. And then there's rest. Many seniors find sleep harder as they get older, but it is during sleep that your body repairs itself. Your immune system strengthens, your brain organizes memories, and your heart gets a well-earned rest. Without it, your body wears down faster. Try creating a bedtime ritual. Dim the lights, have a warm drink like herbal tea, listen to soft music, or read something light. Avoid bright screens just before bed. Think of this as gently guiding your body toward rest, instead of demanding it. Finally, perhaps the most powerful life-extending habit of all, having a purpose. Purpose doesn't have to be something huge. It can be tending your garden, caring for a pet, helping your grandchildren with homework, or volunteering once a week. Purpose is the feeling of being needed or still having something to give. In Okinawa, Japan, one of the places with the highest number of centenarians, they have a word for this, ikigai, meaning a reason to wake up in the morning. People there live not just long lives, but deeply meaningful ones, because they have a reason to keep going. So ask yourself, what is my reason? What makes me smile when I think about tomorrow? These habits, movement, nourishment, connection, curiosity, rest, and purpose are not magic tricks. They are gentle threads that, when woven together, make the fabric of your life stronger and more colorful. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with one habit. Let it take root. Then add another. Over time, you'll not only feel better, you'll find that your days are richer and your years more plentiful. My friend, imagine your life as a candle. These habits don't just make it burn longer, they make it burn brighter. And the light you share can warm others long after you're gone. So tonight, as you close your eyes, think about one small change you can make tomorrow. And know this: it's never too late to add more life to your years.